Here at our factory in Aachen, we produce trapezoidal profiles with special geometry from steel coil. These sheets are the matrix for our patented Hirsch additive floor system. How this system is actually used in construction is what this film is all about. It's November 2004. A parking garage in the middle of Cuxhaven. Despite the bitterly cold winter weather, work is in full swing. The concrete on the 5 levels has to be ready before Christmas, so that the clinker exterior, a typical Cuxhaven feature, can be placed over it. All the parking decks and the ramps are due to receive Hirsch additive floors. Despite cold fingers and slippery steel girders, this fast flooring is laid professionally and in a problem-free manner. The elements are laid onto the shear connectors of the steel girders. Because of their special shape, the metal sheets here are self-aligning. The special shape and geometry of the additive elements give them exceptional flexibility, as well as a bending resistance that is quite spectacular. Corners, edges, bevel cuts, everything is detachable. Some sections still have to be cut to size. This is done on site. Precise measurement is the most difficult part of the operation. Small handheld machines are perfectly adequate for making precision cuts. Additive flooring elements make a lot of structural shapes far less daunting for construction workers. Installation of the elements is simple. Thanks to the additive system, even pre-cut profiles can be easily laid at the edge and in the top area. So, despite the foul weather, work is proceeding briskly here at the Holsten Platz in Cuxhaven. As soon as the areas are completely covered, the follow-up work begins. Like the installation of the formed parts at the transition points into the girders of the parking garage construction. This work is important because it prevents concrete from leaking during the concreting process. The additive elements fit perfectly and are bolted onto the longitudinal lap joints. The wire on the electric drill shows the current drilling distances. It's simple and effective. The reinforcement runs across the laid levels. Longitudinal ribs and ceiling sections are reinforced in accordance with the static requirements. Everything's going according to plan. But how could that be otherwise? Once the last mat has been placed in position, concreting can begin. Even though the concrete is certainly flowing, a structure like this, with Hirsch additive flooring, doesn't waste it by any means. The static parameters of this structure keep concrete consumption very low. Our fast additive floor with its broad spans is an economical solution in this regard as well. After concreting, a quick rinse of the floor transitions is all that's needed to produce a very fine-looking parking garage level. The concrete is already being smoothed over it. We're expecting this 6-story parking garage to go into service in early 2005. Now, another construction site, a parking garage near Stuttgart. The composite steel structure is standing, and work is proceeding according to schedule. The profile elements have been laid, so further work is already underway. A special advantage in the laying of additive flooring is that the elements are not only immediately accessible, but also require no support at all during subsequent concreting, up to a span of 5.50 meters. The trapezoid profiles are supplied complete with the high-quality Hirsch coating systems, thus fulfilling the requirements of Corrosion Protection Class 3 according to DIN 18807, the highest standard worldwide for coated steel sheet. Here too, some elements need to be cut to size on site. But that's no problem, as you've already seen. The cut sections can then be laid in just the same way as the uncut elements. During laying work, the low weight of the profiles is a great advantage. Even inexperienced construction workers can accomplish a great deal in just one day by quickly installing a large number of square meters. This is followed by reinforcement. For precise placement of the reinforcement in the concrete, plastic spacers are used. This reinforcement mainly consists of single-layer surface reinforcement in the floor and longitudinal reinforcement in the flanges. With Hirsch additive floors, bent-up bars are unnecessary. The steel is laid, the preparations are complete, and concreting can commence. Thanks to the unique advantages of Hirsch additive floors, all the operations can take place simultaneously, without anything obstructing anything else. On this level, the concrete is already flowing. The area has been divided into sections for concreting. And, as already mentioned, the underside is ready immediately. A quick spray with water removes any dirt from the surface. In a matter of days, the first cars will be parked right here. Let's head north now, to Bremen Airport. The existing parking garage, a concrete structure, requires 3 additional stories, using Hirsch additive floors naturally. As you can see from this example, the method is ideally suitable for this kind of extension job. From this angle, you can see how the large spans keep the tonnage of steel required relatively low. The special geometry allows for a lighter construction, with a load carrying capacity just as high as that of solid reinforced concrete flooring. The profile's high resistance to deflection contributes to effective load transmission under all construction conditions. This method, known as additive measurement, is being used industrially by ThyssenKrupp Hirsch Bausysteme for the first time, in cooperation with leading scientific institutes. At this point, let's quickly summarize the special features of Hirsch additive floors once again. Our product allows for free spans of up to 5.80 meters in the concreting phase. This special means of construction requires very little reinforcement and remarkably little concrete. This results in a weight reduction of over 40% compared with solid reinforced concrete flooring. This is not to mention very considerable savings in both costs and time. The low quantity of reinforcement enables conformity to fire resistance class F90. It is laid manually. A crane is unnecessary. Fast, labor-efficient installation. This means of construction enables lighting, signing, surveillance and ventilation systems to be easily integrated. And don't forget the undersides of the floors, ready finished in the color of choice. The vast water power of the Yalong, a tributary of the Yangtze, has been generating massive amounts of electrical power for some time now. China's burgeoning industry demands new hydroelectric power stations such as this one, shown here under construction. For the transformer building, currently the biggest cavern in the world, we were commissioned to plan and supply the Hirsch additive floor system. The floor, a composite construction of reinforced concrete joists and special Hirsch additive floor elements, covers the entire 215-meter length of the hall, at a height of 25 meters and a width of almost 20 meters. The original plan was for a solid reinforced concrete floor, but the German-Chinese project management settled on the obvious advantages of the Hirsch additive floor system because it would eliminate the need for scaffolding. Choosing this system also meant saving on the originally planned additional illuminated ceiling. At ThyssenKrupp Hirsch Bausysteme, we not only deliver our own outstandingly innovative products, but back them up with a full range of services. We offer structural advice and assistance with calculations, and naturally, we supply the profiles with any and all accessories required. Up till now, we've only shown you construction sites in our short film, because the actual construction phase is the best way to illustrate the technical details. To round off the picture, here are some completed projects featuring additive floors. This ultra-modern light-flooded building is located in Gelnhausen, right next to some well-preserved Roman remains. At ThyssenKrupp Hirsch Bausysteme, we're the experts when it comes to fast flooring with broad spans. That's clear from the Arena in Cologne. We've left our mark on the events hall and, of course, on the large car park here. Hirsch additive floors, wherever you look. Just a short distance away, at Cologne Airport, it's the same picture. A parking garage for hundreds of cars belonging to passengers and staff. Our activities aren't just limited to Germany and Europe either. We're active worldwide, with an international presence. You can see a further additive floor parking garage from here, in fact. The Hotel Astron in Oberhausen. This hotel, in the middle of the Ruhr region, is located close to the Centro and its arena. A roomy and sophisticated parking garage has been added for the many guests and visitors. Here, too, planners and contractors relied on the unsurpassed advantages of the Hirsch additive floor. Perhaps you should include our fast floor for large span widths in your planning too. Thank you for your interest.